man. Okay, I don't know if anybody can hear me, but I'm gonna sew now. Okay. And I'm sorry if the picture's really bad. It's kind of lagging on the screen that I can actually see it on, so if it is, I won't know for a minute or so. Okay, let's go. My machine is also kind of old, so if you hear me cursing and just ripping at threads, that's normal. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So can you guys hear me, or am I talking to air? I might be talking to air. I'm gonna check to see if this is working. Hang on. Ooh la la. can think of is that song from The Hunchback that Esmeralda sings. Well, I guess it wasn't her voice actor, it was someone else. Can anybody hear me? Are you even there? That's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of, because I don't know if anybody can hear me. Or if you're even there. But if you can't hear me, you are missing out on some fun singing times. Sorry, I have to stop and fix this every few seconds. My computer's really old and slow, so I just want to make sure it's actually working on my screen. Again with the loadings. I don't know if I said it, but we're making rewind. Yeah. For a fwend. For a good fwend. I was going through some tough shit. Sorry, caca-doo-doo poo-poos. I don't want babies to hear me swear. I know you guys probably can't see the majority of what I'm doing, and for that I apologize, but I'm doing this from my iPhone because, like I said, my computer's a hunk of junk. So, yeah. I wish I could get my phone at a better angle, but this is what it's gotta be, sadly. Sorry, I gotta reply to something. Alrighty, what's next? Face, boom. I'm not done with the orange. I'm gonna try and outline his chest parts in orange to kind of give it that glowy look. Well, we'll see if it works. You know, colored thread on going on black fabric doesn't always work. We'll see. Or well, I'll see because you guys can't see what I'm doing. And if anybody has any questions about sewing or whatever, please feel free to ask. I don't consider myself a professional in even the vaguest sense of the word, but I try and get by. A lot of this is just going to be me fixing my machine over and over again. Keep on telling myself, this will be real funny to watch later and see how bad I sound. A good time to be had, indeed. Wish you people in the chat, whoever you are, would say something to me so I'm not just talking to myself. Golly. I know you're out there. I can see your viewer count. This is also my first time making Rewind, so I tested the head pattern, but I haven't actually tested the body pattern. So I don't know if there's any adjustments I'm going to have to make to it. What's this question? CL Seeker, how long does it take to make one? Do you sell them? It depends on how long it takes to make. Depends on the amount of detail, like tailgate, more than meets the eye tailgate. He's kind of like a middle bot. Like he's pretty easy, but that's partially because I've made him a few times, so I'm really familiar with the pattern. And let me think. Something like Prime Smokescreen, which I've made one of. He had a lot of little details in him, so he took a while more. Like if I had to guess, like a couple of days to make one, but that's also because I get interrupted a lot. I work full time. Which is why I'm trying to sew as much this week, because I'm alone in the house. So hopefully I can get things done. And do I sell them? I sold some at BotCon, just for fun. I sold some at TFCon. My friend Josh was nice enough to let me have a corner of his table to sell them on, so that was really nice of him. And hi, kitty. And it paid for my hotel. I've sold them on Etsy once, and right now I'm working on some commissions for just people I've talked to here and there. Right now, after I get done with the commissions, I'll probably do more to sell on Etsy, just because I don't know, I feel like that just, for commissions, I don't want people to have to wait a million years for one, you know. Like I said, sometimes these things take me a while to make, just because of time constraints. But yeah, but if I do, I'll post about it on Twitter and Tumblr and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna get back to sewing. Oh, and if you're allergic to cats, don't order one of my plushies. I don't let her sleep on the fabric or anything, obviously, but she's all over the place. Just to show you guys, I'm going to have to go over those lines, you know, at least a few times just to get it thick enough so you're not seeing the black through it. But I usually do that anyway. It gives it, I don't know, it just makes it look nicer. It also makes it, you know, a little bit sturdier. And once you have the first stitch down, it's pretty easy to just trace back over it. One, come all, see Mazzle be traced over the same stitch about 6 times. It'll be riveting. It'll leave you in stitches. I'm going to go over this side one more time and then do the same thing to the next side. And I'm just going to check with Twitter to see if anybody's saying it's not working. I'm just going to assume this is still working. Sorry about the coughing. When I sew mostly with Minky, and it's a fabric that sheds a lot. So when I sew, I kind of tend to inhale pieces. I think that might be as good as that side's getting, at least for now. don't wanna be all by myself. That's how I feel, guys. So I am told that Livestream is throwing tantrums and keeps going on and off. If anybody else is having that problem, please tell me. must be pretty boring, so anybody wants to chitty chat, I am happy to entertain. One more time on this side. Just to make it look extra pretty. That was just my light box. Don't even worry about it. Phew. Okay. That side is done. Actually, I'm gonna go over this side once more because, well, just because. I don't have to explain myself. It's my stream. I can do what I want. the sun will come out tomorrow. And I don't really like Orphan Annie, so I don't know all the words. Bet your bottom that tomorrow that joke's been made. Where's the thing I am looking for? Alrighty. And this is going to be the front of one of the shoulders. Because it's such a small area, I'm actually just going to trace this piece of paper with the zigzag stitches just like I just did. So, yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Hi, Tiny Iron Fist. You're tiny and Iron Fist, and you're cute. I like you. I don't really know you that well, but gosh darn it. I think you're swell. Out of my way, Pin. I don't have time for your jive. Alrighty. Here we go. I sure am sewing Rewind, and I hope he comes out adorable. I'm just going to type something in the chat. Hang on. Cool, yeah, people can hear me. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, I said some embarrassing things. I hope that's okay. Tiny Iron Fist, I just noticed that your icon is my art, and that makes me happy. Because I do that. Makes me smile. Because you apparently like it. No, what have I done? Get on there, paper. I need you still. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can go over that a couple more times. All I did was trace the paper with the zigzag stitch. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Can you see it? Cool. How much do the plushes cost? Well, thus far I've been just selling them for a flat price of $75 each. Yeah. Like, if somebody, you know, if at some point I do start taking commissions openly, if somebody, say, wants, like, an original character or something like that, I might charge a little bit more, just because that's obviously a pattern I couldn't use again, and making the patterns takes some time. But yeah, right now, $75. They're made of minky and sometimes velour, depending on what colors I can get. You know, I don't have an embroidery machine or anything. I just kind of do this all by hand. I wish I had an embroidery machine. That would be sweet. Then I could make little Autobot symbols. But right now, just because of the nature of minky and its fuzzy edges and, you know, how small the logos would have to be, you know, that would kind of suck. Rather, they would look sucky. Did you make a Chrome Dome plush? Because I think you did. Yeah, I did. Rewind's actually going to the same person who has Chrome Dome. Chrome Dome was a Christmas present for her, and right now she's kind of going through some sucky times. So, and she's been wanting a Rewind. So, I'm gonna surprise her. Hopefully, she's not watching and hearing this. Oh no! Thanks, Tiny Iron Fist. You're great too. Well, you didn't say I was great, but I'll take it that way because everyone likes to have their ego stroked. Ooh, look at those little threads hanging all over the place. Yeah, Rewind's little glowy shoulder light. Yay! And I'm sorry guys, I do need to do the same thing to the other side. Sorry. In case anybody is, I don't know, curious, this white stuff is stabilizer. I use it when I'm doing the zigzag stitches on fabric to keep the fabric from bunching up and just, in general, making everything bad. It does exactly what it says it does. It stabilizes the fabric. If you tried to do this without the stabilizer, you would just have so many problems. You know, most fabrics just have a natural stretch to them, so when you do the zigzag stitches, if you do it without the stabilizer, the fabric just bunches up, it goes crazy, it looks bad. It actually took me a while to figure that out. The only person in my family that I know of who sews is the person who gave me this, my aunt, but she doesn't exactly live near me, and I don't know how much sewing she actually does, so kind of had to figure this all out on my own. Poor me. Do you plan to make plush versions of characters from other parts of the franchise, like Beast Wars? Well, I mean, I've done Prime, I've done G1, I've done IDW, RID, and More Than Meets the Eye. So yeah, I would do Beast Wars. I love Beast Wars. Only fools don't love Beast Wars. Yeah, I grew up with that. That's my jam! Yeah, no. Now that you say that, I would love to make like a four-legged Silverbolt or something. That would be so cool. The only four-legged Transformers plush I've made is, well, okay, that's a lie. I've actually made a couple. I made this very large steel jaw for myself to go with a blaster hoodie I made one year for BotCon, and then for a couple of friends I made for them Ravage and then Shattered Glass Ravage. I think those are on my DA. I think they are. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, sorry if I pop my joints all gross once in a while. I kind of have to when I'm sitting here. Got my light box propped up here precariously. Don't fall, light box. I could play some music for you guys, but I feel like over me talking in the sewing machine, that would just destroy everyone's ears. Plus, you'd have to listen to all my weeaboo stuff. Yeah, well, I'm not a weeaboo, but a lot of Japanese music. You would have to listen to Japanese Digimon music over and over again until your ears bled. That would be what would happen, and I don't know if you guys want that. Oh yeah, doing a thing, making a rewind. Where'd my other one go? I would lose my bottom if it wasn't attached to my knee. I lose things constantly. Whatever, the other shoulder's around here somewhere. Right, all done with the orange color. If anybody has any questions about anything I'm doing, feel free to ask. I am down with the questions. What do I want to do next? La la la. I guess I will do black next. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna do it. I don't need your approval. Mom. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I'm like terrified to watch this live stream later because this is the very first live stream I've ever done. And I'm gonna sound like a fool. Maybe I'll be a cool fool though. You never know. I am going to pronounce your name terribly wrong, but hi, Sincere Dear. Yeah, that was probably really bad. I'm really sorry. But hi anyway. Thanks for stopping by my little stream. Okie dokie artichokey. I will English better next time. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. I'm gonna do that a lot, by the way. I cut myself a lot on various things. What's on the sewing menu today? More than meets the eye rewind. Although he's very G1-ish, so I guess, you know, he could be substituted for G1 rewind. But yeah, specifically more than meets the eye rewind. And right now I'm doing Rewind's back. Well, half of his back. He's got 2 halves to his back. So far, you probably just see a big black blob. Ooh la la. Pins, pins everywhere, pins, pins in my hair, pins, pins, don't sit on them or you'll go in your derriere. Hey, hey! I make a lot of butt jokes. Butts are funny, though. Everybody likes them. In one way or another, I guess. Sewing, rewind, I don't know what to say. I don't know anything anymore. The truth of the matter is, I just really have the Game Grumps Mr. Wilson song stuck in my head right now, and I'm resisting every urge to sing it. So don't tempt me, because I will do it. I'm really thirsty. I'm gonna go to get a drink. I will be back. Hang on. Sonic the Hedgehog. Gotta go faster. Yes, I sing professionally. Oh my god, how did you know? Aw, I am flattered. Professional everything. No. Yeah. 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 Maybe? Oh, well, you got the idea. Be right back. Drink. Twink. Yeah. Are you still there? She's just getting a drink. I wasn't getting a drink. I was getting a twink. Come on. Let's get with the program, everybody. Just kidding. I love you guys, even though I don't really know you. I love you all. Why did livestream have to become new livestream? Oh, that's such a good question. I really wish I could just get this on my my main livestream channel. Just livestream.com/Mazzlebee. But no, I'm doing it on my phone because my computer's ancient. So it for some reason I can only get it on this weird channel. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. Alrighty.
seems we all get forced to update. I can't log in anymore on my usual stream either.
That's so weird.
You know, if I did this from Procaster, I could probably get it on my normal channel. I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried it in a while, but usually when I do that, you know, my CPU just goes straight over 80% and it doesn't work.
I wish it did.
Really, Anons can't watch anymore.
That is some BS right there.
I admire your patience. With sewing or with live stream sucking? Either way, thank you.
If you were talking to me. I don't know, I assume you were.
Right now I'm working on the front of Rewind. That's going to be like his little belly abs. Oops. I don't know, for some reason the words rewind and abs just don't go together.
He's so little and cute. But also a badass.
this little knob here, I don't know if anybody cares. This little knob here controls the width of your stitches, not like the actual width, but like how close they are to each other. So for the zigzag stitches, I'll go as thick as it'll allow me to on it. Like if I go too thick, the stitches will just bunch up and it doesn't look very good. That's why I'll usually go over the lines a couple of times rather than just doing it all in one shot. But for normal stitches, you know, I'll just do kind of in a thick to medium. I did have a sewing needle. It's gone into the abyss. That's where most of them goes. Do you use felt? I can't hear you though, so can you type? Sure. I'd prefer to, well, I guess you're not hearing this. I would prefer to just say my answers rather than have to stop, but that's okay, I don't mind. Anyway, I just typed the answer to that. I use mostly Minky, but sometimes I'll use velour depending on what colors I can get. Minky's definitely softer. It's not like fur, but you know, it has a longer, slightly longer texture to it. Velour is kind of more like, I don't know, like if you know like what crushed velvet feels like. It kind of feels like that. It's soft. It's nice. I wouldn't use it if it wasn't. I'll use velour mostly for light gray colors. Like I get most of my Minky from fabric.com, where they offer a silver color, and I have it, I use it, but it's really not like a silver, it's more like a medium gray. So if I want to get like that light gray, like what a lot of characters' faces are, what I'll do is I'll use velour, and then I'll just use straight up black fabric dye to dye it, because it's not like it's not like a cotton, so it's not going to hold the dye very well. It's just going to, for the most part, wash out. But the black, if I leave it in there long enough, it'll get to that light gray that I want. It won't be black because most of it will wash out, but I'll get the result I want. But I can only do that for very light colors and only certain colors. I wish it would take dye, otherwise I'd have every color under the sun. That would be cool. And Minky won't really take dye at all. Not in my experience. I mean, I don't know, maybe there's a certain industrial dye out there that you could use, but if you're just using RIT dye, like from Joann's or Walmart, it's really not going to work too well. Yeah, I'll order most of my Minkies from fabric.com, and then I'll get my velour at Joann's. They do have some colors of Minky at Joann's, but I personally can't recommend them because, I mean, they're fine in a pinch, or, if you're just starting to learn, I mean, great, go for it, if you see it and it's on sale. Joann's does a lot of coupons and has a lot of sales. but the Minky from fabric.com is really just a better quality. Like sometimes the Minky from Joann's will get like little puncture marks in it and stuff. It just doesn't hold up as well. Fabric.com's is really nice and thick though, so. And I know some people said they've had problems with that site, but I personally have never had a problem with it, so I'm good. And right now I'm just tying all the loose threads on the back. I haven't done it with the other ones yet because I don't want to bore you guys too much with me, tying threads together. I'll do that later. I'll usually only have to do this for the zigzag stitches because if you're doing straight stitch, if you just take the machine and you go forward a couple of stitches, you go back a couple of stitches, on reverse, you go forward a couple of stitches, you go back, it'll kind of knot itself up. So that's a nice way to do it that fast without having to go through all this. I wouldn't want to do that with the zigzag stitches though and ruin it somehow. I'd end up kicking myself. Almost done. I'll try not to bore you guys too much with more thread tying. I just wanted to get that one done since I'm going to be doing things over those stitches. Yeah. In case you're just tuning in, you probably can't see this very well, but Rewind's front, I just did his little front abs, and now I'm going to do his little, I don't know, robo panties. I don't want to call it a diaper. Panties sounds slightly classier than adult robot diaper. Alrighty. Ugh, this black on black is kind of hard to see. So you might ask yourself, Mazzle, why are you even bothering then? Are you stupid? Maybe. But I just think it looks nice. I don't know if you guys can hear that noise in the background, but it's just my bird. He's psychotic. Don't worry about it. My machine is probably drowning him out anyway. Robo panties! Yeah! Only all of your money at Victoria's Secret McAdams today. Blur sells panties now, in case you didn't know. He saw an industry opportunity and he took advantage of it. I can't blame the guy. Am I there? Yeah? I'm here. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? I'm here. Let me know if you can't hear or see me, and I will, do... Oh, wait a minute. Can you guys hear me and see me now? I don't know, my phone was telling me that the battery was low, so that might have had something to do with it. Yeah! Hi, Chris. Alright, now I'm gonna do the top part of Rewind's chest, and I know I said I wouldn't make you guys watch me, tie stitches again, but apparently I'm a dirty liar. Just finding out all sorts of things about me. I can't see you. Oh, I don't know then. Can you hear me or can you just not see me? If you just can't see me, then, I don't know. I am so not live stream savvy. Sorry, I'll try to work more like this so you can actually see what I'm doing. This needle's a little bit thick for what I'm doing. A thinner needle. Yeah, the stream will get stuck for me sometimes too. Like if you guys hear me clicking, I've just been refreshing it constantly. But it does that for me kind of no matter who I'm watching on live stream, so I don't think it's just me. I can see your hands in your sewing machine. Ha ha ha! That's the point. Get it? The point. Yay, here I am, tiny iron fist. Little ickle itty bitty iron fist. Oh, this needle's so much better. Huzzah. And yes, I lick the threads, everyone does. My blood, sweat, spit goes into everything. But mostly, My heart. Uh-oh. Well, I hope everything's okay there, itty bitty Iron Fist. Family emergencies are the worst emergencies. Yeah, I did, but I will say it again. Yes, well, while I ever do any other things other than More Than Meets the Eye, I've done Prime, I've done, G1 characters, but yeah, I would totally do a Beast Wars character. I do loves me some Beast Wars. Yeah, I was saying before, now that you said that, I'm thinking like, oh man, like a little Beast Mode Silverbolt. Oh, it'd be so cute. Yeah, I'd be down with that. Yeah, Silverbolt is great. Silverbolt's great. Gosh, they're all great. I don't think there's really a character on the show that I don't like. I don't know who my favorite would be, though. I actually really like Inferno. I don't know how he'd be as a plushie. He'd be slightly nightmare-inducing, but I guess that's kind of the point. Yeah, I love Black Arachnia. She's cool. Airazor was cool, too. I just wish she got to do more. They could have done a lot of cool things with Airazor. Yeah, when I was a kid, I really liked Airazor and Tigertron just because they were a falcon and a tiger. But, you get older and you rewatch the show, and it's like, oh, man, everyone in the show is great. I wish Depth Charge got to do more, too. Yeah, I mean, not that he didn't get to do anything, but wasn't in it for too long, and then he died. A Waspinator plushie would be fun. With most of these guys, I imagine the plushie versions of them to be like their beast modes rather than their robot modes. I don't know why. Maybe my brain just likes that more. Well, yeah, okay, the Cave Kids. I don't really count them as characters. Scorponok was okay. He wasn't the greatest, but he had his moments. I loved Oh, I love Rat Trap. He is a jerk though. I can't argue with that. He's definitely a jerk. That's probably why I like him though. And then Beast Machines came along and all my hopes and dreams shattered. I'm not sure what those hopes and dreams were, but they probably shattered. Well, I'll tell you what they were. They were of a better series than that. I know everyone hates on that show, but I don't know. I think it's not without. I don't think it's not justified. Like, here's the thing. Beast Machines didn't start off bad. It started off pretty okay. It was different, but I mean, different's not bad. But, I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me. No, I agree. Yes, yes, shattered expectations very much. Very much so. Ugh. Optimus Primal went off the deep end in that show, man. And I like Optimus Primal. I think he's a great character. He's just surrounded by all these needy, whiny people that he has to lead and make them be warriors, and he's just... You want to tell him, it's okay, Monkey Man, rub your temples, it's, you know, I know you got a headache, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I don't like how Silverbolt was done in Beast Machines either. That's actually probably one of my biggest gripes about it. He was a great character, and they just made him do a 360, and then right in the very last episode, he kind of showed a little bit of the Silverbolt that we all love, but it wasn't enough. And yeah, his design's, not my favorite. I don't hate it, but it's definitely not what I wanted for that character. If it was a completely different character, it'd be okay. It'd be fine if it was a different character. Yeah, his Beast Wars design was a lot better. And then there's Dinobot. Oh, Dinobot. Oh, I want to make a Dinobot now. Damn it! I want to make everything. Hey, feel free to let out all your angers in regards to Silverbolt, Jetstorm, Beast Machines. Fine by me. Oh my god, we all cried when Dinobot died. Ugh. I absolutely cried when Dinobot died. I still do. He was cool. He was a super rich character. Well, okay, everybody but Chris dies when Dinobot dies. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, all cartoons make me cry, so I can't talk.
Don't show me Up. Don't show me Bambi. Because it's going to be bad. There will be tears everywhere. You'll probably drown. And you won't even have enough time to tell your families that you love them. I mean, I would totally pass on the message if you did, but the tears, there'll be too many. I'll be on a boat, which is why I won't drown. The boat will be made out of pure emotions. Yeah, I mean, Dinobot's, his spark, his very soul, like, floated into space. You don't come back after that. Like that dirty, death-cheating monkey. I love him, though. No, Dinobot 2 does not count. Not in the slightest. He wasn't Dinobot. He was just... Well, he was a clone. He was his own thing. Alright. Fuzzies. Fuzzies everywhere. Rewind front. Yeah. Maybe you can see better. Don't steal my patterns, guys. You rascals. Okay. Was that the last of my black things I need to sew? Oh, I should sew the back pieces together. Actually, I should sew the front pieces together, too. Actually, I should sew a lot of things more with the black thread. Thanks, you look great. I mean, I can't see you, but I'm sure you're pretty stylish. Threading needles, pain, my life. Yeah, I forgot that Dinobot, I forgot about the whole Dinobot at the end of the series thing. I have to go back and rewatch Beast Wars. It's been a while. Great show, though. Man, like, I get that the animation can be jarring, especially for a younger audience who just, I don't know, they're kind of used to something different. I mean, you know, CG animation has just come absolutely, you know, just so far since that show, but you really gotta consider when it was made. I mean, it was kind of groundbreaking at the time. But yeah, I can understand it being jarring, but that should absolutely not let someone stop, you know, don't let it stop you from watching it.
because you are missing out on a treat. Not that any of you guys haven't watched it. Aw, Ed Asner, poor Ed Asner. You're right, he's not Fuzzy Wuzzy. It works for him, though. He's just doing his Ed Asner thing. Ever heard of the scrapped episode Dark Glass? No, I have not. I know that Animated was going to do like a Shattered Glass episode, but no, I have not heard of Dark Glass. Sounds cool. Yeah, in the Allspark Almanac books, they talk a little bit about what would have been season 3, Rested Spark. It's not happened at all, Spark. Yeah, they were going to do a Shattered Glass thing where Sari and Bulkhead went into like an alternate dimension, and there's actually been some character art by Derek J. Wyatt that would have been used for it, and like it's a screwed up world, man. It would have been good. It would have been great. Oh yeah, no, I've never heard of Dark Glass. Sorry. I'm just a poor fool with a sewing machine, trucking along. Rewind's back. Oh. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let my dog go outside. Onyx, what? Oh, I'm back, by the way. It would have been about Rat Trap trying to bring Dinobot back to life. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Do I really sound like GLaDOS? That's funny. Well, not a direct friend, but a good friend of a good friend made a Wheatley puppet, like this really cool Wheatley puppet, and she actually got to have dinner with the voice actress of GLaDOS. I am jealous. It was scrapped for being too dark. Yeah, I could see that. I wonder if it would have gotten away with it in this day and age. I mean, Prime got away with some dark stuff. Granted, you know, they didn't always go anywhere with it. I mean, I like Prime, don't get me wrong. I wish they'd done something different, but I still really enjoyed it. Would have been nice if they made Bumblebee talk sooner. Because if you guys can't tell, I really like Bumblebee. Which one was Go With the Flow? I don't remember all the episode titles. Man, I should really go back and watch it, though. I should buy it on DVD. Why don't I own it? Rewind's front. I'm actually making better time with this than I usually do, partially because I'm live streaming, so I'm working steadily. My young niece lives with me, so I usually get distracted a lot. She comes in. SpongeBob. What? I'm not watching SpongeBob, Allison. SpongeBob. I'm not watching Allison. I'm not watching it. She's funny, though. She's cute. Another episode... Oh, the Cave Kids. Yeah, blech. I could do without. The Cave Kids would have been, like, a better one-off thing. Although, I guess when you're doing computer animated shows like that, you need to make every model count. And just use it for all it's worth. That's why I was so surprised when they killed off Skyquake and Prime, because it's like, geez, you guys made this amazing model and used it for one episode, but then they came out with Dreadwing and everything made sense. My niece is adorable. She's funny. Yeah, she definitely loves her Blades toy. Her favorite things are SpongeBob and, I don't know, Toy Story, I guess. She likes a lot of things. Sorry, I'm just making sure my phone's not getting too hot. I think it's okay. I'm probably going to go for a little while longer. And then maybe I'll get some dinner and do another stream or something, just to give my phone a chance to cool down a little bit. I'm sure it would shut down automatically if it was getting too hot. There were also other scrapped episodes. Yeah, gosh. Sometimes a cartoon is so good that you just wish that they could have done everything that they wanted to do exactly how they wanted to do it. And it's like, oh, if it was good like this, imagine it like that. That's like I was thinking about the Justice League cartoon the other day. Like, you know, the first one that became, you know, it was Justice League, and then it was Justice League Unlimited. Man, that was a good cartoon. It's one of the only things that makes me actually care about DC characters. Like, not that I hate DC or anything, but I don't know. Bitch Wars. Optimus Prime falling in love with a female gorilla. That would be so awkward. Oh god. I would watch it. That would be hilarious. Awkward, but, you know, hilarious. You go for it, Optimus Primal. You follow your heart spark. Spark heart. Man, what am I doing? I'm doing this wrong. I'm glad I caught myself. Bitch wars. I would watch whatever they put in front of me because I loved Beast Wars. Sometimes you love something so much that you just don't want to see it go. I mean, obviously it went a long time ago, but sometimes you just wish that a lost episode would creep up. With how easily things are accessible to, you know, how easily accessible, rather, things are these days, I feel like lost episodes aren't really a thing anymore. I would have loved a team up of Airazor and Black Arachnia. I'd be down with that. Granted, I just wish there was more female characters, period, because that show had good female characters. Well, okay, it had a good female character. Airazor was fine, she just didn't really get much. I feel like she could have been great, though. They were going in the right direction with her. And then she got, like, abducted by aliens. Whatever that's all about. Yeah, I know. Botanica was okay. Oh wait, and I always forget, Beast Wars had a Strika in it too. I always forget that. Alrighty, nighty night. Thanks for stopping by and joining us. And sleep tight. Yeah, I'd love to do another stream sometime now that I've finally figured out a way to do it. I've got my phone, like, ghetto rigged with a bunch of tape on top of a roll of masking tape to keep it still. But whatever works. Oh, and you guys should all go yell at Dimooch, because he's the one who's always like, gosh, I would love a Mazzle stream. Hey Mazzle, you should Mazzle stream. Mazzle stream. Gosh, Mazzleby, I wish you would stream yourself sewing. And he's watching Food Network. He's probably working. I'm kidding. Don't bust his chops. Yeah, Iron Fist is a great character. It's kind of one of those characters that's kind of hard not to like him. Unless you're heartless. Ugh. Alrighty. The fronts of Rewind's arms. Now I gotta do the same thing to the other sides. Just not with the orange glow. Because that's only on the front. And if I'm wrong, oh, well. Gonna look like a fool. I hope Tailgate doesn't die because poor baby. Yeah, I love Tailgate. Well, obviously, there's like a Tailgate plushie sitting behind me. Here's my butt. Hey everybody, I'm Tailgate. I'm so cute. Everybody loves me. Especially Cyclonus. Am I right? But no, seriously, I'm really cute. Oh yeah, Swerve. Oh. Swerve has very quickly become one of my all-time favorite characters. I love Swerve. Yeah, some of my friends were actually teasing me one day. Well, not teasing, but pointed out that all my favorite characters are fanboys in some way. Like, Rescuebot's Blades is a Bumblebee fanboy. It could be argued that Bumblebee is an Optimus fanboy. Shockwave is a Megatron fanboy, I guess, and yeah, Swerve is a Blur fanboy. I mean, I guess. I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Iron Fist is absolutely a fanboy. I think he and Blaze are the only ones that it can't be really argued. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's other characters out there, but I just can't think of them. Next time I should get some music going. It's awkward and quiet sometimes. You can hear me breathing. You can hear my heart beating. You're about to hear me sneeze. Maybe not. Ugh. Sorry, I'm just refreshing the stream on my end. It keeps going out. Alrighty, I think that's all the black thread that I need. Yeah, if the stream is giving you trouble, it's just try refreshing it. Because I know it's still going. I can see myself doing things. That's true, it would be hard to hear my voice. But you could hear me sing to the Little Mermaid soundtrack. Wait, you don't want that? No, never mind. Bad idea.
bobbins. Okay. Back of everyone's head. Back of everyone's noggin. Alrighty, Rewind's legs. I keep on shifting the machine around, so let me know if you can't see. Well, I guess I can just look at the screen. I'm gonna be Rewind. That was good. I wish there would be a TFA Season 4 comic. Me too. You and, unanimously, everyone. Yeah, that would be a great way for them to do that. I mean, jeez, who wouldn't buy it? Well, I mean, I guess really young kids who, even though it wasn't that long ago, don't really remember TFA might not. But, I mean, I feel like really young kids isn't what IDW is marketing to mostly. See the last issue of More Than Meets the Eye with Ambulon. Poor Ambulon.
That's true. There have been all-age comics, but I'm just saying, like, it would sell well because little kids might not necessarily. Well, I guess I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they should make that comic. That's what I'm saying. Oh man, this is gonna be the front rewind's head, and this is gonna suck to stuff. I don't even know if it's gonna work. We'll see. If it doesn't, it won't be the first time I scrap something. That's part of the thing about sewing, though. You can't always be scared to waste materials, because then you're not going to learn anything. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but you waste materials when you draw anyway. Like, you know, you fill a sketchbook filled with, you know, crappy drawings. Well, it's not really a waste, you know, because you learned. So, yeah. There you go. Surprised this hadn't happened sooner. Sometimes the threads get all bunched up in the underside of my machine. And it usually happens a lot more than it has been, but finally happened. It'll just take a minute for me to fix it. I wish I had the patience to learn to draw well. Well, I feel like anything, you don't start off being good at anything. I mean, yeah, maybe, you know, some savants do and stuff, but, it shouldn't feel like, if it's something you really enjoy to do, it shouldn't feel like a chore to learn how to do it, because you should just have fun doing it, and getting good at it just kind of eventually happens. You might not even realize it's happened, you know? And we all have that part of us that, you know, even if someone kicks ass at something, they might still think to themselves, like, oh, I suck. Or, you know, some people just have giant egos, but either way, anything that's worth doing is, and, you know, and you enjoy doing it enough, yeah. That's my story. It was a good story. Did you like it? What did you think of the Transformers Prime ending? It was okay. Could have been better, could have been worse. I mean, there's still that movie coming up, and I haven't read any of the spoilers for it, so don't tell me. But yeah, it was okay. I wish they made Bumblebee talk sooner than the last episode. Would have been nice. Well, I guess what kind of bothers me is that, yeah, everybody's like, you know, well, not everybody, but a lot of people have liked Bumblebee, but they didn't really give him too much to do until the last episode when he could finally talk. It's like, I understand where they were going with the culmination of his character, or at least I think I do, but I don't know. I love Bumblebee. I would have loved to see him do more, even if he could talk or whether he couldn't be. Like, I loved the one where he lost his T-Cog. Oh, man, those were great episodes. And, he didn't talk in them, but his expressions and everything, it was great. You see, football officialing is not something I'm good at. Far from it. But you're right, we do have things that we all kind of naturally feel inclined towards. For me, sewing is definitely not one of those things. It took me a while to learn. I mean, I'm still learning. You never really stop learning. Yeah, I like talking Bumblebee better than beeping Bumblebee. I mean, I don't hate beeping Bumblebee, but give him a voice, damn it. I guess the only Bumblebee I really didn't like was the animated Bumblebee. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate that version of him, but he's definitely, he doesn't really display the qualities that make Bumblebee, I feel like. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't hate him, but definitely not my favorite Bumblebee. Definitely my favorite version of Prowl. That was a great Prowl. Animated Bee is your favorite, or Prowl is your favorite, or rather, animated Prowl is your favorite? Oh yeah? What makes him your favorite Bumblebee? Not in a snarky way, like I'm just generally curious. He was an interesting character, I'll give you that. I don't think he's more interesting than other Bumblebees, but he was interesting. Like I said, I didn't hate him. He just didn't really have some of the attributes that makes Bumblebee one of my favorite characters. But I will admit, Bumblebee's one of my favorites, also because of a lot of nostalgic reasons. But I still love him. Yeah, I understand that TFA wasn't everybody's thing, but I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I understand why some people would be put off by it. Great characters, though, in that show. Oh, man. Great characters.
I loved Sorry. I know people get annoyed by kid characters a lot, but
for the most part, I actually don't tend to.
this is gonna be the top front middle part of Rewind's head, like his little head crest. Turning it inside out now. I usually try not to snip a hole bigger than I have to for that. I mean, it's going to be on the inside, so it's fine, but you know. Yeah, I think some people were put off by the designs. I mean, it's definitely a very unique style. I mean, I love Derek J. Wyatt's work. I mean, I'm a big fan. But yeah, I understand. It's jarring compared to other shows. But that's also one of the reasons I did like it. I like that. Oh, come on, you can't let a theme song ruin a show for you. Although, if you do like Japanese openings for things, just in general, like anime openings, check out the Japanese version of the Transformers animated opening. It's pretty badass. It was done by Jam Project, and I really like them. Sorry is more well-liked than most characters. Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that. She was interesting, I wish they had given Raphael more to do in Prime. I liked Raph. He was Ratchet and Bee's little buddy. And that was cute. One of my absolute favorite designs from Transformers Animated is actually the Auto Trooper design. It was, I mean, you guys probably already know this, but, it was used in the BotCon set, and it was also in the Allspark Almanac, which is where I first saw it. I think that's actually where it was first seen, period. But I love that design. Oh, man, it hits all the right notes with me. Like a TFCon. I'm sitting there behind Josh's table with my little sketchbook, and he just looks down every once in a while, as I draw this big old Auto Trooper. Can't get enough of them. I want to make a plushie one. I love their goggles and stuff. I did love TFA Wreck-Gar. Yeah, Wreck-Gar was great. And come on, Weird Al. Can't go wrong with that. I grew up with Weird Al, so I was thrilled. Excuse me, the phone is ringing, and it's probably a telemarketer, but I'm going to take a look anyway.
Tell e-marketer. Yeah, auto troopers that act tasteful. Yeah, no, definitely not kiss players. Although I do love Rosanna. Rosanna and auto troopers that are not being creepy are the only good things to come out of that, in my opinion. Oh, but that's another story. I'm probably gonna go for another like 10 minutes and then I'm gonna cook some dinner. Feed my zoo of animals. Yeah, same design as Iron Fist. I love those toys. Oh man. I actually didn't start out with 3 Auto Trooper toys because my friends and I we kind of had this little tradition going where we'll buy the the 3-pack of toys at BotCon and then we'll split them and we'll each take a character out of it. But I've gradually acquired more. Yeah, I've got the crayons, I've got the BotCon toys. My Puggle. My Auto Trooper shelf. I actually don't have the Kiss Players Auto Trooper just because I haven't seen it for a decent price yet. I'll get it eventually. It comes with a creepy toy and I don't want that. I just want the Auto Trooper. I'm gonna feel like a creep when I buy it. Ugh. But I digress. How many animals? Not that many, actually. I'm watching The House for my family, so I've got to feed my sister's fish. I've got a dog, I've got a cat, and I have a ring-necked dove. We used to have a lot more pets. Like, when I was really young. But then you get a job, you grow up, and you don't have time to play with 50 cats, sadly. Maybe someday I will be the crazy cat lady that I dream of being. Now I'm going to work on the front of Rewind's head. This was the part that I did at the very beginning of the stream, his visor and his mouth plate. Covered in fuzzies. As Minky is prone to be. It sheds like crazy. I have to vacuum all the time. Not that that's a bad thing. I find the idea of T8A Iron Fist being Optimus's friend interesting. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I don't know. Anime is one of those things where it's like, tell me every little tidbit and it will never be enough. I love it. I would just watch a show called The Adventures of Optimus and Iron Fist going to Robot McDonald's and then playing robot video games together and being friends. I would just watch that and be happy. Well, I guess technically Robot McDonald's would be Mac Adams. I don't know. If McDonald's served booze. Give me Swerve's bar any day. This is going to take me a minute to line this up. Once you get everything flat and you start pinning things down, you realize, it's not as straight as it was when you thought it was. Because they probably did get wedgies from Sentinel. I think Sentinel's only friend is Cliffjumper. I think Cliffjumper just nods his head. I would like to know more about TFA Cliffjumper. He had a lot of, G1 Cliffjumper's traits. He was suspicious and everything, but, Secretary is not the number one thing I think of when I think of Cliffjumper. So I'd like to know more about him. How long does it take to make a plushie? Usually it takes a couple of days because I've got a lot of interruptions. I work full time, but I'm actually making really good time. But I mean, once this is all done, this isn't the end of it. Still have to turn the pieces inside out, the ones that need to. You need to stuff them. You need to, I don't just stuff pieces like this, that are going to lay flat on a face. I don't just straight up stuff them. I actually cut out foam and stuff them with that, so that I have to do that. Stitch all the rest of the pieces together, the legs and everything. Stuffing actually takes a while. If you want to get a nice smooth stuff and not have it just be bunches of fluff on the inside, you kind of have to do it slow, a little bit at a time, so that takes some time. And then I stitch the head on by hand, so it'll take a little while more. But all in all, making steady progress. Oh, and Animal Crossing has not helped my work pace at all, if I may say. But I'd been looking forward to that game for a long time, and then I finally broke down and got a 3DS, so. All thanks to TFCon profits. I don't know, next year if I can get my act together, maybe 4 months in advance, I'll try and get my own booth at TFCon. But who knows? Because I don't know if I'd be allowed to sell them at BotCon. I know Callie sells her Puggle Formers there, but I don't know if, how that works, falling under parity and all that. Because I know BotCon is weird about things like that. Well, TFCon's a lot more chill about it. TFCon's also a really long drive for me, but I had a lot of fun. It was great. It was my first one. so great about TFCon compared to BotCon? What's Canada like?
Well, it's right outside Toronto, TFCon. It's in Mississauga, which is, I don't know, maybe like an hour and a half from Buffalo, from the U.S. border. So I mean, it's not terribly different. I don't know. From what I saw, it was nice. I mean, it was very clean. I mean, everybody was friendly. Food was good. I liked poutine. Yeah, I like Canada. I'm down with Canada. They got Kinder Eggs. And all sorts of candies. What's so great about TFCon compared to BotCon? They're both good for different reasons. BotCon, will have, like a lot more guests. It's a lot bigger. And then TFCon, while it is smaller, it's a lot cozier. Like, TFCon is, bumming around the dealer's room all day and, maybe hitting some panels about third-party toys, which, hey! And then going to the bar at night and just chilling with your friends all night. I mean, TFCon was really good. But BotCon's also fun, too. They're good for different reasons. TFCon was a lot more chill, which I liked. Like at BotCon, you're not gonna get to go to the bar and just chill with James Roberts and shoot the shit. Like the first night I got to sit there, I was sitting there with Josh and a few other people. I think Ben was there, and yeah, and he just kind of comes over and Josh orders him this giant burger and he just sat there and ate it with a knife and fork, and it was kind of mesmerizing in a really funny way. He was super nice. He was a cool guy. And might I say, James Roberts not only ate the burger part of his burger with a knife and fork, he also ate the bun with a knife and fork, which is partially why it was mesmerizing. No, I hear what you're saying. Like, every time I see someone say something like, oh, you're going to BotCon? Oh, what an idiot. It's like, shut up, fuck off, pardon my French. I've been really good about not swearing in this stream. Yeah, I mean, Fun Pub is definitely not perfect. They have done things that have made me mad, but I love BotCon. I get to see my friends there every year, and get to go to different places, and I have fun. I mean, and the Rescue Bots panel, that was awesome. Come on, it was fun. But I also like TFCon. I like them both. They're both really good for different reasons. Maybe it's heresy in certain cultures to eat a burger with a knife and fork. In his defense, it was like a mammoth burger. Like, it was like a steak between two buns. It was mesmerizing, though. Did you see the Glenn Morshower panel? No, I didn't. I didn't. It was, I think it was overlapping with something else, and that's why I didn't. I don't remember exactly why, but I didn't. But I heard that it was phenomenal. I heard that it was just a great panel. Like, he knows how to hold a crowd. Yeah, if he comes back, I will definitely catch it next time. He seemed like a super nice guy. Alrighty, the start of Rewind's head.
And now I'm going to take a break. I whacked my heel pretty good earlier, so I'm gonna get some ice. It's not killing me, but, you know, it'll be sore tomorrow. I'll live. Alrighty, thanks for stopping by. Maybe later I'll continue it. I'm not sure. If I do, I'll post about it on Twitter and Tumblr. But if I don't, have a good night, everybody. I will catch you later. I definitely want to do this again sometime. It was a lot of fun, and it kind of kept me on track a little bit, so that was nice. Alrighty. Have a good night.